Today is the 8th flavor of my 25 flavors of the same story challenge, and I am diving into the story straight away. So often in life, things don't go as we plan. Things go off track, things go unexpected. And when that happens, what do we need to do in order to turn this feeling of stuckness, feeling of struggle, frustration, upset, into not only a memory but a memorable experience that you could remember for longer in life? Today I want to tell you a story of one of these moments that happened in my life. It was more than 10 years ago. Me and my best friend Neil, we were going to do this bicycle trip in Vietnam. Our plan was to get into the capital city Hanoi in the north and use public transportation to get to middle Vietnam, and from there we get on our bikes and bike all the way to Ho Chi Minh City. We planned for this trip for a very long time, and we were really excited about it. We've been wanting to do long distance biking together for a really long time, but just couldn't find a chance to do it. And this was our chance. And it was in a foreign country, in Vietnam. We never been to Vietnam for both of us. So much to look forward to, so much to explore there in this trip. We were all excited, and the day has come. We got into Hanoi. And that was when we found out that the whole country was on holiday when we arrived there. There were people everywhere. It was a national week-long holiday in Vietnam, which means that all the tickets that we were going to buy, the train ticket or the bus ticket that we were hoping to buy, because people were traveling, they were all sold out. And now we're stuck. We're stuck in Hanoi. It's like we were looking forward to this trip, this bicycle trip, and we got into the country. We are already here. We're already in Vietnam. And the starting point is just a few hours, well, maybe a day away from us. But we just don't have a way to get there. There were trains and buses going there, but we just couldn't get a ticket. We were so frustrated. We were so stuck. I was saying to Neil, I know we planned for this trip for so long, and we got here. I know we're all disappointed, but if we really cannot find a solution, maybe what we need to do is just accept it and explore Hanoi and maybe just chill here for 7 days. And Neil didn't agree. He was like, no, let's not give up. Let's try our best. There's still time. We can cut some of our days on the bikes, and let's find a solution. Let's ask people. So we went out to ask people. We asked people in the hotel. We asked people in the restaurant. We asked people that we met on the street. We asked people in the train station, on the ticket counter of the bus, everywhere. And luckily, with some help of the local people, we found a bus that could take us to a city called Nha Trang, where we could get on our bikes and really ride it to Ho Chi Minh City. We were so excited about it. Hey, we found an option. But when we get to the bus, it turned out this bus is really nothing like we expected. What we expected, either on a train or on a bus, sleeping seats, air conditioning, having a good rest, maybe sleep overnight, and we're already there at the destination, and we could start our bike trip already immediately. But this bus that we found, it was nothing like that. There was no air conditioning, there was no sleeping seat, and it stops all the time along its way because it was more prepared for the locals. None of this crew spoke English. And only local people, almost, I guess, only local people would figure out where and how to get on this bus. And a lot of the passengers later we met on the bus, they got off halfway. They use it as more or less as a maybe medium, short distance bus. Only two of us, the foreigners, use it as long as 36 hours on the bus to get to a city that is so far away. But when we get to the bus, when we get to know that this was the bus that we were going to take, I say to Neil, do we really want to get on this bus? Because we're going to be on this bus for 2 days and we're not going to have a good rest. It's all like we're going to be sitting on the bus the whole day, and the bus is no air conditioning, and it's going to be so uncomfortable, and we will not have a good rest. When we get to Nha Trang, we would be so tired that we could not start our bike trip. And Neil say something that, like, until today I still remember. Like, he say, Bill, let's not fight with this choice. This is an option that we put into effort to find for us. And this seemed to be the only option today we have, and let's accept it and let's see where it leads us to. And I couldn't disagree. And I thought, yes, okay, let's accept it. Let's get on the bus and let's see where it takes us. And we believe that we could handle whatever next is coming up for us. If we need to cancel the bike trip, we can cancel it. But let's get on the bus now. We got on the bus. We accepted that for the next 2 days, the bus is going to be our home. This is where we're going to spend our days on. And from that point on, this trip turned into a beautiful, wonderful journey for us. Because sitting on the bus, there was nothing to do. We were sitting and just paying attention to every single thing that we could pay attention to. We look at the daisy flowers that the bus crew put in the front. I think it means a blessing, safety, a wish for a wonderful journey, something like that. It's like a ritual. And this ritual make this whole bus feeling like a tribe. And I feel like we were not on a bus, but on maybe a pirate ship. You know, we are a crew. We're on a journey together. We're sailing towards our dream. Well, maybe the dream is not the same for everyone on the bus, but we all are on our life journey. And this tiny bus is where we temporarily, everyone's life just merge and overlaps. And we share this same journey together. We happen to be here in the same place at the same time in our life. So it became a beautiful journey, not only because of this bus, but also the scenery outside. We pay so much more attention to the scenery outside because nothing else to do. We pay attention to the sky, we pay attention to the rice field, we pay attention to the ocean, to the trees, to the birds, to people coming back from work, going home, getting off school on their bikes. People passing by, people waving to a bus. We pay attention to the accidents that we saw on the road, that we saw a car that somehow went into the middle of a rice field without any track of it driving into it. It almost felt like the car flew into the rice field. We pay attention to the cows that was in the middle of the road, blocking all the cars, but we had no other ways but just slowly following the cows because we couldn't scare them. We pay attention to that a box of fruits fell off from a truck that was going towards a different direction, and our crew tried to stop the truck, but we couldn't. And then we got off the truck to pick up that box of fruit, and the crew gave one of the fruit to us because we were the foreigners. We stay on the bus. we talked to the crew. We didn't speak Vietnamese, but we have Google Translate. So we exchange stories of our lives, and we get connected to the crews, the passengers. We look at everyone's face and just feel the vibe in the bus on the journey. We stop at restaurants, we go eat. We stop at gas stations, we go pee. We just look at everything that we could look at. We look at the birds that was trapped, in a cage. It may be owned by the restaurant owner. We look at the fruits that was next to the restaurant, that a pile of it being on sale. We pay so much attention to it. We are in this experience together with the crew, with the passengers, with my best friend. We were on that journey. We were fully on that journey. We were so in their journey that when we got to our destination, when we got to Nha Trang, we got off the bus, we got our bikes back, and we got on our bikes. We were saying goodbye, not hello. We were saying goodbye to the crew. The crew was having such a big smile on their face and waving to us. I almost felt like I didn't want to end this bus trip. But we had to move on. We got on our bikes and the bus went on towards its destination, and we got onto a different journey on our bicycles towards Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon. That was the beautiful memory that lies in my mind, in my head, in my heart. For now, more than 10 years, I still cannot forget it. And the reason I'm telling you this story is that, remember the question I asked at the beginning. When things don't go as we plan, when things goes off track, when things goes unexpected, what can we do to turn it into a memorable experience? And what I learned from this trip, this journey on this bus, is that when we are able to let go of our frustration, when we're able to accept what's there with us, when we're able to pay attention to things around us, people around us, when we are intentional in making connections, feeling what we need to feel, what we want to feel, whatever situation it is, however tough it is, however uncomfortable it is, it's no longer a challenge. It's part of the journey. Not having air conditioning is part of the journey. Sleep sitting is part of the journey. Everything that you feel could be a struggle, could be a frustration, is part of the journey. So, my friend, that's what I want to tell you. Focus in the moment. Let go. Be present. Accept. This will turn your frustration and everything into a wonderful journey. Thank you. That's it for today. Bye-bye.